Now I'm live. Okay. Is it on now? Okay, now it's on. Ah, I'm sorry about that. I'm not used to YouTube's setup for streaming. I thought this thing was live like 20 minutes ago. Okay. So it's definitely on now. I don't know why YouTube's gotta make it so complicated. Alright, anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so that completely, first 20 minutes when I was talking, completely missed all of that. Anyway, I've already started building and putting this thing together yet, so anyway, torso is put together. I'm trying to do the internal frame first. What else did I mention when I started here? Anyway, yeah, YouTube streaming very new to me, and it's more complicated than Twitch for some reason. I don't know why it's more complicated. Because I gotta set stuff up on both OBS and YouTube's backend so that streams, and it takes some learning. Let me put it that way. Anyway, I'm up now. Gosh, I hope nobody was trying to like check on this like at 9 o'clock and it's like, where's the freaking stream? I don't know where the stream is. Anyway. Alright, so anyway, just to cover, I've got like two cameras here. I've got this one here and I got one over here. This is my DSLR camera over here. There's no autofocus on this thing, so I gotta keep an eye on it every now and then here, so that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at right now. So anyway, I'm doing the internal frame first before I do the full final build here. Then move on to the arms here. Where's my parts of the arms? These right here. Oh, because nobody saw the beginning of this video, yes, I need to bring out the old F90. This guy right here. Focus on this window here. Yeah, this is the old F90 kit. I don't remember what exact year this kit came out in, and it just fell apart. It's that old. I think it's like 93 or 94, 1994 when this kit came out. This was the first Gunpla kit I built. It's extremely crusty, but yeah. So we're gonna compare how the master grade looks to this guy here. And yeah, I'm gonna set it aside for now because I don't want to look at this right now. Anyway, get back in focus here. Oh, I was mentioning because so much I was talking about I didn't catch on the stream because the stupid thing wasn't live. Anyway, the eyes here on this thing. This is actually a cutout for the eyes here, and a clear piece. Clear piece pokes through that. I went ahead and painted all of this here, so it looks a little bit nicer. How that goes. But yeah. There are no polycaps on this kit, by the way. It's just plastic. It's all plastic. It's mostly ABS plastic for the internal frame. Actually, I think all of it is ABS plastic on the internal frame. It's just the external parts are normal plastic, polystyrene. Let's get the regular parts out of the way here, because we're not going to be messing with those right now. I just want the internal parts. I'm taking a few photos as I'm going along here for posterity and the photo album. Alright, let's see what I got here. So this is an upper shoulder piece. This right here. I'm just gonna put together here. And I need a lower part. elbow. And go ahead and put the other one together. Hmm. So this is very much like trying to put a Lego set together now. Because now I don't have stuff on the runner. Like, where's the part I need? Where is it? I know we need that one. It needs to go how again? This way. Where's the other upper arm piece? Oh, it's right there. Alright. There we go, that's 2 elbows. The shoulders together. Shoulders. Oop. I guess because the size of the kit, the inner detail of the frame is not really as super detailed as some other master grade kits, but I guess it's adequate. Like this piece, for instance. There's this. This is basically a structural part. There's no internal frame detail to this thing at all. It's just for the structure. That's all it is. So it's not going to look as pretty. That's just the inside of the arm piece. That. This thing's going to go in. That. I swear I'm getting like the music from that F91 game is like in my head. I'm building this. Like do 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 do. I guess we can just do the hands. So the hands are pretty simple. These are fixed pose hands, thankfully. Because that is the way of things now. You don't want your doinky posable hands because they suck. Nobody likes posable hands anymore. Because they're too much of a problem. Okay. Arm frame. Not a whole lot to it. And on here. So here it is with the arms. Actually, I wonder, can I stick these things on? Not really. They're not gonna stay on. Yeah, okay, whatever, we'll just leave them off. The extra hand parts, I'm just gonna set those aside for now. Oops. we will come back to that later. Actually, I don't think there's anything I can do with the shoulder. Nope, I don't think so, because the shoulder piece actually attaches right into the polystyrene piece, so we don't think we can really do anything with that. I mean, I can just stick that on there, just to have like one less part. Move it around so we can have it like that. Good. This thing keeps getting kind of dark, getting darker. Hold on a second. It's old, what can I say? It's there. Alright, so the rest of this can go back in the bag for now. We'll continue with this later, because get the rest of this thing put together. I guess I could have just put all the internal frame parts in one bag and just did it that way. Well, it's too late for that now. Alright. Go ahead and do the waist here. This is a kit that has very tiny parts in it, and it's all mostly for the color correction and the tiny little thruster vents that are all throughout this thing. Let's see, what do we need? That piece, that one, those, maybe. I think everything else here is for the exterior. Let's see, what part is this for? And go like this. Yeah. Now this one goes on the front. With these things. Like that. And I think that's probably about all we can do. Oh yeah, this piece will go on. One like this. And just go on the side. Alright, so that's the waist armor. Or the frame. The frame of the waist. That's what I want. Yeah. It has a butt now. With holes in it. I was supposed to get like some questions from viewers, but I guess really nobody asked anything, so I'm gonna have to make up my own topics here as I'm going along here. Well, I do know one topic is the new perfect grade. Unleashed RX-78-2 has been revealed. I actually do have a few things to say though. Let me that's hold on. Yes, this guy here. Had to kind of wait until some good high resolution pictures of this thing came out. I'm gonna take a look at it. Well, I think this is still a CG render. I'm not positive if this is the actual pictures of the actual model here, but it gives you a good idea of what this is. So I think it looks really, really good. I'm kind of excited for it. I have been saying for years now, probably almost 10 years now, I would say, that Bandai needed to make a new perfect grade of the RX-78-2. Because the old kit is just really freaking old. It's really, really freaking old. And I've always said Bandai just needs to take everything they have learned from all their other perfect grade kits and other kits and everything, just pack it into one really the best of the best RX-78-2 Gundam kit. And that's what they've done. That seems to be what they have done. And I'm very excited for that because there is a lot going on with this perfect grade. It is on the pricey side for just a bog standard Gundam. I think it's like 27,000 yen, I want to say. Which is about, I think, about $250, I want to say. So, it's expensive. But if you look at it, and what they've showed off for it, it's actually more like 2 or 3 kits in one. Because you build the kit in layers. I mean, normally for a perfect grade kit, you would have like an internal frame and the external parts of the kit. This thing has 2 different layers of. There's like a real grade skeleton to it, and there's 2 layers of internal frame stuff that goes on top of that. So that's like almost one entire perfect grade on its own right there. Then you have to put all the other stuff on, and that's like another kit right there. So it is like 2 kits in one almost, basically. And it's just, they just pack this thing to the it's very chunky. Chunky with the detail. There is so much going on with this thing. Anyway, I'm trying to assemble the frame for the legs here. See how much of this I can actually put together here without trying to put the external parts on. Yeah, I mentioned in the unboxing there is no toe bend on this kit here because this is the foot right here. There's no toe bend on this kit. I wonder why they chose to not have a toe bend in this. Because with most master grades nowadays, I believe they do have toe bends on them, or at least in the front. Part of the foot would move. But I don't know why they didn't do that here. I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's just, I guess I have to kind of question it, maybe, like why they didn't do that here. I'm looking for this part here. It's gonna go like that. and you can go into the footsies. Will that actually stay put? No, I don't think it will. But yeah, I do actually need this part on here. Okay. I guess I do need to put the rest of this together then. Well, I'm just going to put as much on here as I need. I'm not going to go out of my way to put most of this together yet. I just want the basic parts here for the frame, because that's all I want right now, the frame. Actually, I need to hey, that's not the right pin. Hold on, I grabbed the wrong pin earlier. That's the right pin. Just want to fill out the little thruster vents here, because I did paint these things in, but I want to fill out the little holes on here after the paint dries. There we go. Just a little detail. Alright, so that's the feet. That is the feet. See, now this thing's starting to look like it's too bright now. Oh, this can't. Why can't it? I don't know why the exposure is like changing on my camera here. The light is not changing. It's just the exposure keeps changing on it. I don't know why. It's not really meant for live videos. It's a DSLR camera. It's not meant for it, but I'm making do. We all gotta make do. Normally this would be the part where I start doing the vinyl cable, but I think I'm gonna save that for the final assembly. Or maybe I could do that here. Let me make sure I clean this stuff up first, and then I'll do that. That way I don't have all this stuff right here to deal with. Oh yeah, the Gundam. I'm excited for it. I'm looking forward to it. Unfortunately, I'm probably not going to be able to actually purchase one of these new Gundams yet. I'm just gonna have to wait a while until I can. Make sure this is going in the right way. I think it goes in. Trying to understand this here. I think it goes in this way. Okay, I see. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. It always makes sense. Sort of, I guess. What is the purpose of this thing anyway? Yeah, this piece in here. I don't really understand what purpose that serves. But it doesn't really move around inside the leg. I don't know. Hmm. So, main leg piece here. Okay, so I probably am going to need to do the cabling. Fill the rest of this thing out here first. That. The upper leg parts. I pop these to go cook. And we do get a full 90-degree bend out of the leg. As you can see here. Okay, I see. I see. You can see right there. This little piece moves. But it gets pushed in. You don't have to, it gets pushed in by this other piece here. That's what happens. I don't know if you can my thumb out of the way. There we go, like that. And it just pops back in place. Okay. So that's how that works. And I don't think there's a way for me to... Can I attach these things? They would have to go like this. But they don't attach, okay. Never mind, they don't attach. So I'm just gonna deal with these parts. Alright. Put the rest of these away. Alright, so we gotta bring out the vinyl cable here. Off cable. This thing. The noodle. The noodle. So the wire needs to be 18 millimeters. There. I have a ruler right here. I'm using. Gotta make sure not to knock it into the floor. Okay. And there's a little bit left over. So mesh pipe 18. I almost feel like I should get my other knife for this, but I think I can make do. Okay, that's that bit. So how much do I need for the legs? 20 millimeters for the leg. For the other piece. There's 20. And 20. Alright. That's your leftover. Get a little bit of extra, but not much. Okay. Cycle. Go back to the F90. So yeah, this cabling thing is kind of on the back of the leg. You can see a little bit right here on the original artwork of this thing. Slip these on first. Some people don't really like this braided cable stuff. Like, you have it on the Gundam Mark II. It's okay. I'm kind of neutral about it. It looks okay if you can do it well, but a lot of times it's kind of hard to make it look good. The ends will fray pretty easily. In fact, I can't see the end of this part here. There we go. Where I can see that. So this has to go in this part. So kind of like that. Like, I'm unclear on what's really holding that in. Just gonna facing backwards. Yeah, it needs to face backwards. So I guess we just have to assume it's going to stay put. And I guess once you put this on, it'll stay in there. I guess kind of like that. Okay. Take this part back off here so I can get to this other one. That'll work. So this other one needs the wire piece in it. There. And you're gonna curl it. Let me curl it around a Q-tip here. I guess like that. It's going to go like that. Yes. And this just kind of sits on top and locks it down. See if I can get this right. I guess that's what they want. Don't know if I can bend it to make it look any better. I guess that's the best I can do. Okay, I'll just go with that. Anyway, that's leg. One leg. So there's other one. Yeah, this is a little bit unclear. I guess you just gotta let it sit inside there. I remember on the Gundam Mark II, there were some little locks that would actually hold down the mesh tubing. But there doesn't really seem to be anything like that here. It just kind of sits. It just sits on the where it is. Okay. Another one here. Lock it down. I'm assuming I can still get the yellow part on, but if not, I can take it back off again. It wouldn't be that hard to take it off. Okay. So I guess that's it for the leg. Stick this on here. See how that. I don't think there's anything in the backpack that'll go on it. Nah. Alright. So, face the camera here. Yeah. Alright, so that's your internal frame. At least as much of it as I can get on there. Reasonably can be. Is he about the same size as this guy here? See. Yeah, the master grade is a little bit taller. It's a little bit taller. Chest is probably a little bit taller in this thing. Might be a little bit more leg. Alright, I'm gonna take a few pictures of this here. My camera shut off. I don't think the battery went out. No, it was just a timer. How long have I been streaming? Let me check here. I have been going for about an hour. But yeah, okay, it shuts off after an hour. That's all. Not a big deal. Still has like 3/4 of a battery left, so I'm good. Alright, so yeah, I was gonna do pictures here. Not anymore. There's one thing about Android cameras. I wish they would disable the night light whenever you gotta use the camera. Because I don't like having the night light on when I gotta use the camera. Oh, this is very blue. I've complained about the... I don't think I've complained about it on my videos before, but... I love the Google Pixel camera. I hate their AI thing. They try to do AI for the white balance, and it's just... I don't like this shit. I don't. I like to adjust my own white balance when I'm taking pictures. But it kind of sucks because the Pixel hardware is like very good as a camera, but the software is kind of crap. There's really no way around it. Do posability testing here. How far can we do the... Can we do the dab? Do the dab with this. Yeah, you can kind of do the dab with it. Boom. Dab. I get it. Yeah, because of that toe bend, you won't really be able to do a full squat. And can't really do a squat with this thing. Because the toes will not bend. You kind of need the toes to bend in order to do a squat. That's as far forward as they're going to go. So, squat is going to be kind of like this here. Now I know the hip does open up and move. Get it kind of like that. So you can get kind of an ab crunch out of it. It's just a shame that the toes will not bend forward at all. It's gonna be like that. Not the best squat. So yeah, speaking of the hip joint, see if I can show it on this camera here. So the hip joint will swing forward a little bit, like so. Bring it back. This whole front piece here can swivel down. That. So pretty neat. So you can get, I guess in theory you can get a kick up like this here. Yeah, pretty high. Let me get a picture of that. And so yeah, that's a very good hamstring stretch right there. I can straighten everything out again. Straighten out. out of back here. Or wrap up. Alright, so yeah, that is the internal frame. Internal frame of the Gundam F90. Alright, now we can start putting the rest of this together. Arm off. Torso off. Legs off. Well, we can just work backwards here since it's not the legs. Not the leg parts here anyway. Work backwards. Oh, no. Swap batteries here. Let me go ahead and do that before I start getting into this. Very good, we're good for another hour. Should be done by then. Okay, let's start. Yep. Okay. Let's finish the foot up first. This part. Go. Oh. Oh, funny thing here, since I got this picture up anyway here. See the back of that's gray. And on the original artwork, it's white. Oh, the thing is, the original, I mean, the old kit too had the same thing. So I don't know, maybe Bandai just kind of went by that. Well, actually, can't really tell on here, but this is a painted kit, so it doesn't matter. You have to take my word for it. Just have to take my word for it. But that was gray also. Okay, we need this thing. See if I can get this on here. Oh, okay, I see. I see. There we go. Goes on that way. And get the top of the foot. Like that. One of these will go on. Oh. Okay, those only go on one way. One way. The right way. Goes on the right way. And that was one foot. One footsies. This part will probably go by a lot faster here because I already know what the external side of the F90 looks like, so all these parts are a little bit familiar now. Because I already know where to go. I've seen them all before. Provided I can find the part first I need. Parts. There it is. Two foots. Two feeties. Got two feeties now. Okay, the rest of this. I'm back on camera, you're not done yet. Not time to quit yet. Don't quit yet. Let's go stick those on. Wow. Hold on. These right and lefts, these are right and lefts here, so I need not that piece. There's the other. This one needs to go on this side. Or I could just rotate the leg around, but whatever. Alright, there we go. That's correct. Oh, well, why is it keep off on me? What are you doing? I wonder if it's like getting like too hot. Maybe that's what it is. Can't like stay on indefinitely. Cool. Oh, get in there. So, got plenty of battery. Don't be turning off on me. I'm not done yet. Still got a ways to go here. I mean, if I have to switch to like one camera, I'll switch to one camera. Just experimental anyway. But I think it would be better to have like two perspectives. Be a little bit easier to see everything that's going on here. But sometimes my little webcam does not get everything. Good. I already know the knee parts. Stick them on. Oh, I need to make sure I put these things on first. They need to go here. Yeah. Just like that. And this will go on top. This here, need to make sure I get these little red vent piece in. Very tiny piece that will not stay in on its own, so I guess it has to plug in first. That on. That on. Go in. Okay. That. Lots of little pieces. I already mentioned that. Lots of little pieces on here for color correction and all the little vents and everything. Okay, got that. How do we do the knees? For knees, we do the knees. Put this on first. And then put the knee part on. And this piece. Oh. Alright, I may have to switch to a one camera setup here in a moment. I think my DSLR is not liking staying on so long. Apparently it doesn't like to stay on this long. That's alright, I'll just switch to a one camera setup here in a second here. It sucks because I like having two cameras for the setup here, but I'm just... Mostly this is kind of an experiment for me to see how this is. Now there are a few stickers. Some people loathe stickers, but we're going to do some stickers here. Because we do have some stickers to put on. Main for this part on the front here, this is supposed to be black right here. Yes. And I could not color correct that. There's just no way to do that, I guess. Put that on like that. Got a one. Yeah. Okay. Hang on, camera. Hang on. I will turn you off in a moment. Let me finish the legs up first. Finish the legs. We can see what we can do about you. The yellow piece on there. Sticker. Yellow sticker, I mean. Alright. You. And that should be everything for the legs. And just a little bit longer here. Okay, so that's legs. See? Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. camera here. Very nice. Nice detail on the bottom of the foot too, by the way. Your ankle movement. Okay, I know you don't want to be on anymore. Camera's not made for live streaming, I understand. Alright. We're just gonna leave it off. Because it doesn't want to stay on anymore. Just like that. Or expand this out here. Yeah, that sucks. And now it means I gotta adjust this camera. You can see more of what I'm doing here. Sure. Okay, we're just gonna have to do it that way. Move, don't move. Yeah. Alright. Anyway, we got the legs done. Set those aside for a moment. And just work backwards here. Bit of waist armor. One of these days I would like to get a better webcam. If I can get a better webcam, then this webcam can be my second camera. Right now I only have the one camera. So we're just gonna make do. I thought I would try using my DSLR as a second camera, and it kind of worked for a little while. Good for an hour. That's it. Not good. Beyond that, starts getting a little. Doesn't want to stay on. It's actually harder for me to make sure everything's in frame here. Okay. Let's go ahead and start the front skirts. So these need these little tiny yellow pieces here to go in right there. Put this on. That. And these goes on top. That. And this piece goes on. There you go. Front skirting. Fabulous. Put this other one together. That's that. Let me go ahead and put this side skirt together first because it's pretty easy here. It's just a little yellow piece that pops right in there. Needs to go on top. And it pops on top of that. Pretty simple. Like I'm barely even looking at the I'm barely looking at the manual here. I was like, yep, this piece goes here. Yep, that goes here. I know how it goes. I've seen this shape before. How easy it is to take these things off. Not that easy. Not that easy. You gotta get your fingernail under there. How do you take these things off? Well, these have a little tab on them, so you can just pull them off really easily. This is a little harder to get off. Or when you want to swap the mission packs on. Seeing how it is. Oh, those do. Okay. So let's see if I can get the right piece to go on here. This one here. That needs this little guy. And just as I do that, there's like a piece of trash stuck in there. You can't really see it on here. So I can angle that out of there. Like a little edge of paper here. There we go, I got it. Alright. Got out of there. That's easy. That. And there's a couple of stickers that go on here too. Pop them on. One in a moment here. Okay. Maybe we can put this on without taking it off. There's two, that's in the middle. To go there, and that goes with that. Go ahead and stick this on while I have it here. Is that in the right order? Yeah, the yellow piece goes on first. This slips on top. Alright, like that. These are gonna go so and slide down. I feel like the not that. This thing. This thing's getting like too bright again. I don't know why it's getting bright. There we go. Alright. I'm blowing out my colors here. Go like that. Okay. Guess I can just, yeah, I can just snap those on after I put it on. That. This is, those are different. This one goes here. The weapon rack goes on the back. The butt clamp. The F90's trademark butt clamp. So, also just for comparison, there's the original butt clamp. This thing. Old Team Saber here. There's the old butt clamp. It is very crusty. As I've said many times, very, very crusty. let's do stickers for these. Need number 8, the red ones. These are very tiny stickers, by the way. They're probably some of the smallest foil stickers I've ever seen. Alright, so side. By the way, just before I move this away here, just to kind of show you how the side skirts move on this thing. Oop, apart. Move down. Move this up like that. Interesting mechanism. Move up like that. Okay. And like that. Okay. Alright, let's do arms. My arms next. This bag. Stick handle. Okay. So this little piece here needs to go this. Yeah, it goes like this. Like that. Like that. Goes like that. Let me just put this piece on. Yeah, it's not the right piece. Oh. I guess while I have those there, go ahead and stick the sticker on. Actually, I wonder, is there like water slides of these things? Okay, yeah, there are. I was just wondering. There is. Although I'm sure there's some people who would probably try to paint that. Well, you can probably just easily use a water slide and have it done. Use a water slide and be done with it. Your hands. Need to flip to the next page here. Okay, so with these things in here. These off. I'm gonna go up into this part first. Then go slip on. Oh, and then this. Okay, I see. Flips on that way. And then you stick this on. Oh. Yeah, for the other side here. Nope. Nope. Go in there straight. Come on. Go. But it is in there all the way. Okay, it is. Alright, next thing is this part. Actually, do the arm first. Take it off. This on. There. That on. Part. On. This back on. And have an arm. Not quite 90-degree bend, but still pretty decent. Get that hand back on. Okay. Do the other one here. Maybe just go that way. Yeah. Sure, yeah, that's not in there. Okay. There we go. Alright. Arms. Arms. Now for the shoulders. Got this piece here. Put the yellow on first. And this piece goes on top. So. And stick this on. And go this way. Just like that. The other one. that. Get those. Alright, so these pieces just go on the inside of the shoulders. That's all they are. Yeah, I'm gonna go like that. One. Your shoulder. Shoulder piece. Yep. Alright. There's your shoulders. I kind of expected a little bit more like thruster detail on the inside of this vent here, because it kind of just looks like a blank plastic piece in there. So, maybe I was expecting a little bit more. You know what? I want to swap these hands out. Or we have open hands, open fingers. Oh, actually, maybe we don't. Maybe we don't have open fingers. So that looks like a little bit more of a natural pose. They have a clenched fist. Get rid of the clenched fist look here. So the hands look a little bit more natural. Relaxed. Want a relaxed look. Alright. Torso and the head. And go ahead and get the head together here first. Although most of this really should not take too long to do. Aside for a second here, so we have the head. Face plate. Go on. Gundam. It's a Gundam. I did paint the back of this here too. The rear camera lens. We can get this piece on. Like the V fin goes on next. I can get in there. There we go. Goes on. And a little red piece goes on last. In there. Go. The head. It definitely gave the F90 a little bit more of a meaner look than the old kit had. I mean, what? Pull this off, surely. Like, here's the head of the original kit. A little dopey looking. Compared to the head of the new kit, right there. Alright, let me get the torso together. Alright, so these little pieces go on the side here. That. So. Then we do the front vent. See, they actually have detail in the vent detail inside of here. They don't have it on the shoulders. Kind of wish they had some of that texture inside the shoulders. Just make it look like a little bit nicer, in my opinion. The cockpit hatch piece. Go like this here. And that goes on first. Then you stick this on. So. Get those on. This on. Yeah. There is a torso. Alright, so I mentioned there is like one inaccuracy with this kit that I want to point out here. That I saw. And I was wondering about this when I saw some of the, this initially here. But this here. Yeah. Why did Bandai think the cockpit opened up this way on the kit when they designed it? Because I can see this here. This is actual artwork from the comic right here, a line art comic, and it shows the hatch opening downwards, not up. So why did Bandai do this? This is a little awkward to me. I don't know what I think about that. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's like, really, it makes more sense for it to open the other way. So it actually acts like a little bit of a gangway for the pilot to walk into the cockpit here. Instead of this is, I don't know. It seems like just by looking at it, it looks like it should open the other way. So I don't know why Bandai did that. Questionable. That's a very questionable design choice they made there. Alright, so really, at this point, I can just put the basic kit together here. Let's just go ahead and put it together before I do the backpack. Stick these arms on. Go ahead and pop the head on. Get the legs. Stick this on. F90. This is a very sharp looking kit. I'm definitely liking the look of this. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Just looking at the torso here real quick. I mean, you could still get the cockpit to move downwards. I mean, there's really nothing to stop it from doing that. I mean, I'm just saying. I'm just saying they could have had it done. They could have had it go the other way. There's really nothing to stop it from opening the other way. I'm just saying. That's whatever. 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 Do a quick shot. Just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Hit this again. There we go. Just for a little bit. There we go. You can see how it looks next to this guy. Definitely a nicer looking fit. Anyway, we still got more to do. Still got the backpack and the weapons. Alright, let's do the rest of this here. We will wrap this up here. This is weapons and backpacker. Okay. Set the shield parts aside here. I'm not missing shield quite yet. By the way, here's the beam sabers. There's the blue beam sabers. There. Blue. I know every now and then I like it when we have a Gundam that has a different color beam saber. It just adds to variety. You get tired of seeing the same red beam sabers over and over again. For all the E-packs for the beam rifle. Might as well put these together because they're really simple pieces. They're just kind of cluttering up the pile of parts here. The pile of parts. 4 E-packs. Get 4 of those. Ooh, come back here. Stop rolling away. Thruster bells. Okay, this part. Oh, I got this oriented the right way. That's the back. Oh. Okay, and that's kind of it. And that goes on. It'll go on there all the way. Yeah, ooh. Doesn't want to go in all the way. Huh. There's a piece of trash in there that's getting in the way. I don't see anything. Hmm. Okay, there we go. Got it. Just need to push it a little bit more. Yeah, and these really tiny little thruster parts, vent parts or whatever. I make sure you put these in and don't lose them, because they're very tiny. Okay, and the thruster barrels just pop right in. Yeah. Don't really have that greater range of movement as they would seem. See, this should go in like that. Just pop right in. So, they have a little bit of range on them. Move a little bit. Alrighty, beam rifle. Oh, my foot's falling asleep. I've been sitting on my foot all this time. There. So I did paint the lens in for the beam rifle. See how well that shows up in here. If I can get it in there. I can get it in. Parts. There we go. Gently push it in a little bit. There we go. Without scratching the paint. Go in like that. Beam rifle only goes in one way. Make sure you make sure it goes in the right way. So, I need this bit there. Oh. Yo, beam rifle. I've always liked the look of the beam rifle in the F90. It kind of reminds me of the M16 a bit, or the AR-15. It's a nice looking beam rifle. Here's the old one, just for comparison. So yeah, the new one's a bit bigger. Actually, it's quite a bit bigger, actually. A lot bigger. These are the same scale, too. They're supposed to be. But yeah, this is a really nice looking beam rifle. I like this a lot. Alright, let's do the shield. Set these aside for a second here when we get to the shield. Then that will be about it. So this part goes on here. Cutouts will show through. Here. I guess I can put the red piece on first. I don't know. This piece will go like so. This needs to go in first. So that goes in first. Then yeah, this only goes in one way. I see. Okay, I see. The way they have it illustrated here in the book, it's really kind of hard to tell. Just looking at it from the back, like this. So it's actually easier to tell the difference if you look at it from the side. See if I can show you here, because you can see one peg longer than the other. You can see it easier from the side than obviously from this angle. Just want to point that out. So the longer angle needs to go up top. That's it. So then it should all go together nice and cleanly, like so. Handle. You can stick the extra E-packs in here if you want. Them in there like that. And there's the shield. Pull off the old shield here for comparison. I don't give you the. Did they give you the piece for this? Hold on. No, they don't. No, they don't. They don't give you that. In fact, they completely omitted that. This white piece actually goes on the back here. Whoop. It goes on the backpack there. Yeah, they don't give you anything for that. So yeah, they just completely omitted this little yellow triangle piece that goes right there. So master grade shield is just slightly smaller. Just slightly smaller. Of course, there's a lot more going on the back side. Go ahead and get rid of that. Put the backpack on. Now it looks like it should just snap in. There we go. Stick our sabers in. Saber. Backpack. Thruster barrels into a more natural position here if I can. So, go ahead and get the beam rifle in the hand here. A trigger finger hand. Plugs right in. Come on, get in there. How easy is it to get this back in? There we go. For the shield. Get this here. I'm wondering, well, you can probably stick the extra E-pack on the side skirt, which is where it probably normally would go. Eh. Okay, yeah, you can stick it on there if you want. Have it like that. Probably looks a lot cleaner if you don't have it on there. One second. The whole thing's not coming apart. You press down on it and it actually pops it out a little bit. So yeah, if you're swapping the mission packs around a lot, that's probably going to happen. This piece is going to come apart. Okay, straighten the feet out here. Okay. Switch back to the other camera here for a moment. That there is the master grade F90. And this here is the old F90. Old, very crusty F90. But yeah, this thing is really nice looking. I definitely like this. I think I have like very few complaints about it, except for obviously the. I mean, again, it's not a big deal. The cockpit hatch thing just kind of bugs me a little bit, but whatever. Whatever. Oh yeah, and the action base stands right here. Got to like show them off here. I'm going to. Whoa. Okay. Okay. I don't know if you really saw that there. See that? The part of the hip is like coming apart right there. As soon as I move the legs apart, that starts coming apart. Okay. Just want to look at the action base connector. That's all I'm doing right here. So that's going to. Okay, I see. Need to slide this part forward first. At least I think that's what you're supposed to do. There we go. Then you can put this on. Now where is this? It goes like that. Alright. There we go. Actually, you know what? Actually, no, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. I thought it would actually keep the hip parts together, but it won't. Alright. Just a little thing to be aware of. Oh yeah. Pretty nice. While this thing is working for a second, I want to see something. I have all the old parts here. And I bet you they will not attach to this thing, but I'm a curious person and I just want to see. Almost. It almost goes on there. It almost fits. How much of this can actually get on here? Now I'm into finagling with stuff. Ooh. I'm pretty sure this is not going to go on here. But, it's actually the wrong side. There's the other side. Here's this side. Get out of there. I mean, honestly, you could probably do a workaround and fit some of these old parts on here. If you don't want to buy the actual P-Bandai sets. It's not going to stay on there, but I mean, if you pad out the peg, you can probably get it on there. And it would probably look decent enough on there. See, I don't have the leg thrusters. I don't have those. I think they're still in the F90 Kai. Yeah. This is probably not going to go. Actually, no, yeah, it does go on there. Okay. Ah, but will you be able to get the chain gun on here? Chain gun. This actually fit on here. I bet you that's not going to fit, but we'll see. We'll see. Why has this thing gotten all dark now? The webcam is like, oh, let me just change my exposure settings randomly here. There we go. Yes. There we go. So this, oh yeah, there's a peg on here, so it's not gonna stick on there, but maybe you can kind of get it on there, like, oh, you can almost get it on there. You can almost get it on there. It'll almost work. So yeah, I think if you actually get, if you want to like get like some of the mission packs on the cheap for this thing, you actually might be able to get away with the old kit, the old ADS kit, and just kind of slap some of these things on here, because it'll require just very little modification to actually get these on here. Just want to like tighten up the pegs, and it would generally, like, you could probably fit most of these parts on here. I don't have the leg thruster things on with me right now, but I do have this thing. Like, I don't know if this will actually fit over the arm. Not. Okay, no. Okay, so this part's not going to work because this thing's not going to fit over the arm. It's supposed to fit over the arm like this, but this is not going to fit. It's not wide enough to fit over the arm. But I'm just kind of seeing what you could probably get away with here if you wanted. If you want to try and finagle stuff on the cheap here, how much could you actually get away with here? I don't think this is gonna fit. Nope. But if you were to shave this peg down, it probably would fit in here. And you could have like the cannon on here. This is the part for the assault type, which, yeah, you can get that on there. The assault type hasn't come out yet in the P Bandai packs yet. So this is kind of just what it would kind of look like if you had that on there. Let me take the chain gun off. I need to find like the rest of the parts for this thing and see how much this would actually fit on here. This is the one for the leg. Let's see if this will fit. Don't make it. Give you like a way to get these off easily. Hold on. Put them off. Ah, there we go. And have some tight fingers to get those off. So yeah, that would be what the leg. These are just fuel tanks, is what they are. They're just fuel tanks. They would just go on like that. I don't mix my parts up here. And while I got the camera working here, let's look at one other mission pack here, just to see what this would look like. Okay, well that thing's actually kind of broken, so we're not going to mess with that. But this would be some of the parts for the B type. It'd be like the chain gun that would go with it, but it doesn't really. It's not very good detailed, but you said you would have the beam shield actually be on this side. That. This one is actually not broken here. See if that would go on here. Come on. These are hard to get off. Hey. Yeah, Bandai did not make it easy to get these things off once they're on there. To kind of find a way to get your fingernail under this thing is not easy to do. Hey, come on. I don't want to use my blade because I don't want to ding the plastic up. There we go. I just got a little gap. That's all I need. There we go. Get it off. So this is the V-type's leg thruster assembly. That would actually fit over this here. It doesn't quite fit, but like most of these things, it doesn't quite fit. It doesn't fit over the back of the leg like it should. But again, it's like if you could probably modify these things and make them fit. It wouldn't be that hard to do. That's really just kind of all I'm seeing here. By the way, for people looking forward to the V-type comes with a different beam rifle. It comes with this thing here. It has a scope on it. Compared to, you know, the actual beam rifle that comes with this. It comes with this little butt thruster piece that would actually plug in right here. Go right here, like that. Butt thrusters. The whole backpack would be replaced by this unit here with the BSBRs on it. These doohickeys here. So it kind of would turn into a pseudo F91. Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do with that. I'm just messing about. I'm just messing about with stuff. Oh, and this piece here. So yeah, this will be like the shoulder piece. So yeah, again, it's like you could like finagle these things on if you wanted. But so yeah, somebody wanted to like get some of the mission packs on the cheap. You could have. Oh yeah, the old crack grenade is still on here. Give me that. So you could finagle the old parts on here. It probably wouldn't be too hard to do. It wouldn't look as nice as the actual Bandai ones, but it is an option if you just want to get the mission packs for cheap. But I mean, that does require you to modify the parts and to probably paint them too, so they actually look good. Because otherwise, I think they just look pretty bad as bare plastic. And they certainly would not match up with the actual Master Grade kit. But it's interesting that that could be a viable option for some people. For some people. Alright, let me go ahead and put the shield back on, and I think we'll probably wrap up here. Wrap this up. Thumb, come back. Losing your thumb. There we go. That's good enough. Alright. The other camera can look at the old one here. It's like, no. Alright. That's gonna be it. Thank you for watching. If you have been watching, I don't know if anybody's actually been watching or not. No, maybe. See. Anyway, review video is gonna be up later this month for this, so look forward to it. Oh hey, John Mr. Round, didn't see you there. If only this isn't P Bandai, yes. Yes, unfortunately this is P Bandai. I really wish it was not a P Bandai kit. Because it feels like a normal kit. The only thing that really makes it P Bandai is the water slide decals. That's the only thing. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm just kind of wrapping up here. So this thing's pretty much done now. So, like I mentioned, review is probably going to be later this month. I'll get to that. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time. And hopefully next time I do a live build video on YouTube, I'll have a better idea what to do next time. And not like start the stream before I'm actually live. So I just have to excuse me for that, because it's the first time using YouTube for live streaming, and it's just a little bit more complicated than Twitch. Alright, anyway, that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. So look forward to a review, and take care everyone. Bye bye.